Last week, Nick Hollis and his group joined us on the latest Solmar V adventure. He brought his Explorer Rebreather to dive the Socorro Islands to explore and check how the interaction with sharks, mantas, dolphins, and basically with the whole marine life was going to be like diving with a rebreather. If you would like to hear Nick's experience, I invite you first to join me and go together through the latest Solmar V trip report. The opening from the last trip was diving at El Cañón with the typical chase game of dolphins and jacks that happened only in the morning. Some silky sharks patrolled underneath the boat and few mantas showed up here as well. However, the best mantas encounters we had on our last trip were definitely in El Boiler and in Cabo Piers, where everyone on board had this magical experience of dancing with these majestic animals in the manta spa while the mantas had their exfoliation session.
Dive 50 minutes, only mantas. You drop the water at 2 meters the first manta, and then we had 4, 5, 6 mantas all the time. It was fantastic. Really amazing, ¿no?
Muy increíble. Las mejores mantas del planeta. Y vaya que yo ya he visto mantas en otros lugares, ¿no? Las mejores. Muy fotogénicas.
The highlights of Roca Partida were two curious and friendly dolphins that dance and interact briefly with us, and the constant sighting of about 100 hammerhead sharks that school and hang out not too deep this time, just about 100 feet deep. And to close the trip, on the last day of Roca Partida, one friendly manta came by to our safety stop to say goodbye to the group.
Awesome dive. We drifted about a mile with the Explorers. We were able to stay down longer. It was a great dive, at least an hour. Mantas, sharks, good time. Awesome.
That dive was by far the best I've ever been on. Knowing that these giant manta rays want to interact with you, they're not there to eat, they're not there for anything else but to interact with you and hang out. It's a pretty awesome experience. I'm super stoked. Definitely one I'll never forget. So I started talking about coming to Socorro for a few months now with the guys that I work with at the fire station. And everybody talked about all the different things we'll see here, and I was super pumped up. We talked about manta rays and all this stuff, but I've never seen anything as big as the stuff that I've seen down here on this trip with the mantas. The crew has been the most amazing crew that I've ever worked with. 5-star treatment all the way around. From the dive masters always making sure we're comfortable, the cooks, the best food, the captains down there helping everybody out every step of the way. It's truly an amazing experience, one that I'll never forget. I hope to come back soon for sure.
If there's one word to describe the trip to Socorro on Solmar V, it would be epic. I've been looking forward to this trip an entire year, and I'm still pinching myself even though this is the last day of diving. I still can't believe that I was able to be part of such an amazing diving expedition. Staff and operators are first class, the entire spectrum. They anticipate guest needs and accommodate guest requests. On some of these dive trips, you'll get buffet food service. This is tableside, and they make the food to your liking, and it is just fantastic and over the top.
So beautiful.